Well, good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for dropping by and joining me on this spontaneous occasion on which I'm having just so much trouble here in Miami Beach. I don't really know what it is, but my bandwidth has literally nosedived. Ever since we finished the Stardew Valley streams, my bandwidth for uploading has been pretty terrible. And it's kind of, at first it was kind of, the first week was okay, but then it really crept in that right now I can only send the signal at about 2 meg, so 2000 kilobits a second, which is not a lot, certainly not adequate for this like 1920 by 1080 signal that I'm sending. But it's kind of the only thing I can do right now. Everything else just creeps out, and uploads to YouTube take forever. And it's not just a YouTube issue either. It looks like it's totally my internet provider. So there we go. Really? Oh my god, Jeremy, that's crazy. Let's see how gameplay actually looks. Let me go and start this game, because it takes a while for it to come up here. This is an early access game called Among Trees, and it's beautiful to look at. I've only just bought it the other week, literally last week, because I saw a trailer and I thought that was really, really nice. It looked so pretty, and it's not early access as in it's been developed for a few years. It's very early stages yet, but it is playable, and I've never bought an early access game from Epic before, so I thought maybe this is a good place to try. They haven't implemented there we go. This is the early access warning. So you're playing an early access version of Among Trees. We're committed to improving the game with updates and features based on your feedback and our vision. Over time, this will lead to a game that you, as a community, have built with us. So that's the nice thing about early access. So, let's see if it works. But yes, you can see it's a pre-alpha build, if you can actually read it, at the very bottom. And so that means a lot of content is missing, and I don't really know how much of the story is implemented in it, but I'm interested in it because it's made with Unreal, and I thought, let's take a look at it. I have started playing a little bit, but I'm gonna go and create a new game here. I have mapped this to my controller, but it is currently just a mouse and keyboard thing. I'm gonna try and do this mouse and keyboard wise. I'm not really good at playing mouse and keyboard games, so do forgive me if I suck at the whole navigation thing. But I'm gonna try my best. Let's start a new game. And we have two options here. We've got the standard option and we've got the Zen option. And Zen means, it's a bit like in Raft, the animals that you meet are not harmful, so they can't hurt you, they can't kill you. And standard is just the regular version where, you know, a bear comes towards you in the middle of the forest and you go, and then you're dead, and you have to go back 20 minutes to make sure you save your game. I don't know which one to pick. Do you have a preference? Shall we pick Zen or standard? I've tried the standard and was killed by a bear once, so I don't exactly know what that means. Maybe we should try it. See how it goes. Or we can go all mega chilled out and not use the harmful animals. I'm gonna go with the standard version here, I'm thinking. Let me go standard. Oh, and then there's easy, normal, and hard. You want a survival challenge? No. You'll have to look for food sometimes, but there's still plenty to go around. Or you are new to the survival genre or just want to relax. That's us, isn't it? I think that totally has our name written all over it. Yeah, easy mode, easy street. Let's see what happens. And let me know what the picture quality is like. I mean, if you can actually see it. I can see kind of a preview coming back here. If that is any good or not remains to be seen. But yeah, that is sadly, so this is not YouTube's fault. This is just as good as it gets type thing with my internet provider. I have a feeling it's so bad because there was a tropical storm / hurricane / tropical storm the other day, and that seems to have wreaked havoc with the eastern seaboard here. So it may have something to do with that. I know that I've had this problem before and they fixed it and now it's back. So don't know. It looks like the storm could be related. But yeah, let's see what we can do. If it doesn't work, fine. But if it is somehow watchable, it is more about us hanging out together anyway. So let's see what we can do. Aha! Waking up in the woods. I've adjusted my camera thing so that I'm not occluding this thing at the bottom right here, which I can't point to because, you know, when I do that, I basically look around, don't I? So there, yeah. So bottom right, these are the statistics. The top of it is my stomach, so how hungry I am. The right of it is the ZZZ thing that is... Can I actually show you this? Yeah, I can, can't I? Yes, look at that. This works. It totally works. Does it? So yes, there we go. So those are the things. Those are the things I'm talking about. So the top thing is the stomach. That's how hungry I am. The bottom thing is how much health I have. The right is how much sleep I have. I have to sleep. And the left is the temperature gauge. I've also got some shortcut things at the bottom here. My hand is currently the only thing that's equipped. And I can wander around. Wander and look around. And this appears to be the old cabin that we have to go and, well, I suppose, you know, properly build. Repair cabin. 6 fir planks and 10 sticks. Oh, T lets me note those items. I can keep a little eye on it. Ah, that's why my mug is now in front of that. But that's just a list of stuff that I can pick up. So these are planks. Great. Take that. Button mushroom. That looks tasty. Let's grab that. And ruby beet. All right, that sounds exciting. I can also run. That's nice. Third plank. Golden chanterelle. That's very Washington State, that is. I might just adjust my sensitivity of my trackball here a little bit. I have actually, I've got to show you this. This is my trackball here. This is a Logitech MX trackball. And I balanced that on my lap here. And the other day downstairs in the recycling bin, I found this keyboard here, which is great. This is nice. Let me just show you this in larger, if I can. This is a perfectly working keyboard. Literally got it dumpster diving. So it's a Logitech, let's see here, K520. And it's being sold as a keyboard mouse combo. And I believe the previous occupant's mouse stopped working, so he chucked the keyboard away. And it has minor signs of usage, in tip-top condition otherwise, and it works. And I grabbed it because this is a bit longer than all my other keyboards, and I needed one for, you know, in here. And so I thought maybe this could come in handy, and it works perfectly fine. So I'm super happy about this. And so the reason why I'm telling you this is because it now is long enough for me to go and balance this on my knees here. And there we go. That's a little bit easier for me to navigate. And it makes playing mouse and keyboard games a bit of a pleasure, I must say. something that I've never really done before. I'm more like a gamepad kind of guy. So yeah, I like playing things with the gamepad and a joystick. That's more me. Another fur plank. Look, we need another 3 of those, and then we can restore our cabin. See if there's anything else around here. These are sticks, probably. Are they sticks? Sticks, yes. Grab the sticks. More sticks. Need 6 more sticks. 5 more sticks. See if they're around. Oh, I can also jump. That's nice. There's some more mushrooms here. Let's see if we can eat the mushrooms, because you know my hunger level is going down a little bit. I think that's how I do that. Yeah, there we go. So we can eat the chanterelle mushrooms. Stack limit is 10. This sought after mushroom has a mild taste and fruity aroma and is excellent medicine. Eating it raw will sate your hunger and improve your health, but cooking it will bring out a miraculous full recovery. Look at that. So that's what it does. It gives me a little bit of a temperature boost as well. Not that I need it right now. But cooked, it fills up my health fully. So that's nice. Let's go and see if I can go eat that button mushroom instead. This sturdy little fungi will help satisfy your hunger. Great. There we go. Fully satiated. Is that how you say it? Filled up is what I mean. Alrighty, sticks. 4 more sticks to go. What delights do we have here? Yellow ash leaves. Alright, that's nice. So really what attracted me to this game was that it looks extremely pretty. If you can see that on the limited bandwidth here. But yeah, I think this is very, very pretty. Very nice game. We don't have a map yet, so I'm kind of wandering around aimlessly. But this white little icon ahead of us here in the front, that shows us where the cabin is. So that's kind of nice to go back. I know where the cabin is. And from there, I can at least guess where I'm going. Like, you know, out of the front door and keep going, or turn around, go to the back door and all that. Ah, fur plank. That's nice. More fur planks. Good stuff. Golden chanterelle. Always nice. More sticks. Oh, look at that. And 1 more plank. I think we've done it. Is that it? Oh no, we need 1 more stick. 1 more stick. Only I can see that. I don't know where else to put my camera. I thought, oh, there it is. I thought this looked so nice and immersive. I took the overlay off. The point of the overlay, by the way, in case you were ever wondering, is because I don't really like occluding things with my camera on the game. I like you to see the whole screen that I'm seeing, and sometimes that just takes a little bit of screen real estate away. But I thought, you know, this is kind of a nice idea. Biscuits! Hello, hello! Good morning, and thank you so much for the wonderful super chat donation. I'm so super happy to see you. Thank you so much for the wonderful gifts you've sent me. I saw them yesterday, and I was going to respond to your email. I'm going to do that later. Thank you so much. Biscuits has a couple new hair products out on Daz. So check them out. Very nice. I forgot the name of the hair, I'm afraid, but it looks just as amazing as it always does. Several hairstyles in one. Awesome. Good to see you. Thank you so much. You'll be pleased to hear, by the way, that you have your own runtime on my computer, Biscuits. I've got a couple of runtimes there, and you know, it's I always like having products grouped together that I can then easily go and bring in, and I've made a whole runtime just for your products, just so that you know, you've upgraded to your own runtime. And of course, we've built the cabin, so this is exciting. Now we can sleep, we can save our game, which wasn't possible before, and now we can store items, put things you don't need at the moment in the storage box. Next extensions: cooking room, crafting room, and the storage attic. I can't wait to play with it. One of the things that I like to do, Biscuits, and I'll let you know what my progress on this is. I'd like to try and bring your hair into the Unreal Engine, and I like to apply physics to it so that when the character runs, the hair kind of wafts automatically. I'm still a long way off making that happen, but if I can work out how to do it, I will let you know. And maybe we can do something together, like basically so that you're able to sell hair products on the Unreal Marketplace. That'd be kind of cool. But as I said, I'm still a ways off that. But I'm making progress nevertheless, so I'm happy about that. Unreal Engine, there's just so much to explore. Alright, so this is my storage box. I can move things off here, and this here is my cooking room, which I can't use yet. I need 12 fir planks, 4 bolts, and 3 driftwood for that. Bidet, Mr. Brian! Hello, hello! So good to see you. Glad you could make it. Please excuse the limited bandwidth that is going on right now. I'm kind of happy that I'm sending out a signal at all. And also, Brian, you'll be pleased to hear I have managed to re-upload all the files to ACX this morning, so they're now with them. I don't know if I need to press a button or if you need to press a button. I don't know. I want to check if I've really replaced every single file with the 44.1 kilohertz bitrate there. And as soon as I'm satisfied, I'll send you an email or a little message on Discord, so that whatever needs to be done can be done, so that they can do whatever needs to be done. Doomstave, you're late, but hey, you're here nevertheless, which is awesome. You didn't even know I was going to be on today. No one knew I was going to be on. I only decided very late last night to give this a go, so welcome back. Very nice to see you. So storage attic, we need to take 28 fir planks for this, steel wire and some nails. I'm not sure if I can make that yet. Whoops. Wrong button there. And then, of course, this thing is probably the most important one. This is the crafting room. 12 fir planks, 3 steel wires, and a bit of stump moss. So I think that'll probably be the first thing I'm going to buy. I'm going to craft. And I think 12 fir planks is easier to get than 28 or... Well, that's also 12. Or bolts? How do I get bolts? I don't know. I don't know about bolts. But fir planks are difficult enough to come by. I have a feeling that the crafting room will allow us to make other items of importance that we're probably going to need. So, yeah, I think that's going to be on the top of my priority list here. There, let's do that. But Dave, if everything goes well, I might go and try to do this a few days a week. I'll literally see how my internet connection holds up. Let me know if you can actually see me. I'm going to rewatch the signal later, and we can make an educated guess. Is it worth doing this or not? So there we go. So I don't have a compass. I don't have a map. I don't really have anything yet, and it is already sunset time. I'm going to use my cabin as a bit of a guide here, and I'm going to go around just out of the cabin and head north as far as I'm concerned, and pick up anything that's in my way here. So with the cabin behind me, there we go. See what else we can find. Hopefully no bears. But yeah, sticks. We need to find that stump moss. And tons of fir planks. And then of course we need to get home at one point as well, because we need to sleep. Oh, what's this? Ruby beet. What can we actually do with ruby beet? Ruby beet? Can't be eaten raw. Well, that's a letdown, isn't it? Because we don't really have that cooking facility yet. No stove. That is quite nice. I'm just roaming around the forest and picking up things while listening to ambient sounds. Hey, what's not to like? Nice chilled out title. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I have been struggling to find another game to share with you. It's really not easy to find something, once you've played Stardew Valley, it's not easy to find something with a similar vibe. Oh, bunny rabbit, which happened to, looks like it hovered in the air there. So I found a couple. This is one. And the other one is Raft. Another bunny rabbit. Hello, rabbit. So cute. Yeah, so Raft, that's another, sadly also early access, but it's very far ahead, so it is definitely a playable game, and I want to share that one with you as well. We'll see how far we get with this. As I said, I don't know how much of the story is implemented here, or how playable this game is, but for a prototype, well, it's probably a little more than a prototype, this is already very, very beautiful to look at, I must say. More button mushrooms. Give them to me. Oh, we have a river. There's another rabbit in the. This is a rabbit, but it seems to be floating in the air. Okay, no worries. Very pretty. And there's lofty trees and everything. Very nice. Let's go eat something. And then I think we have to head home because... There, much better. I'm also seem to be losing temperature as it gets nighttime. I guess it'll get a bit cold. So let's hurry home. Chicory. What is a chicory? Ruby beet. Well, if ever we do get a cooking station, we can go do a lot of cooking. Brian, what's happening for you today? Another hovering rabbit. Look at that. That looks crazy. Why are the rabbits hovering? Anyway, Brian, what's happening for you at work today? Have the IT problems been sorted out? Brian told me he's had a bit of an issue, or his workplace had an issue where they've lost power for a few days. Also thanks to the storm, which has a bit of an unpronounceable name. I don't actually know how to pronounce it. But yeah, a bit of an unpronounceable name. Those things, I'll just go put them all in here. It's always good to go out with a fairly empty inventory. I might just leave the sticks so that I know what I need. And since I need to catch some sleep, let's go sleep. Let's go to sleep. That is nice. That was day 1. Now it's day 2 already. How exciting. Another day. Not so much another dollar, because I don't think we're going to be earning any money in this game, which is just fine by me. Speaking of money, by the way, my doctor was kind enough to sign me off until the end of the year. So I don't have to go back to the supermarket and work for until the end of the year, which is seriously cool. I can go collect stump moss and fir planks instead. Let's do that. Oh yeah, let's also go save a game. If you are thinking of playing this, it has not got an auto-save feature, so it's very important to save your progress manually, and this appears to be the only place where you can do that. If you don't do that, if I was to go out and get killed by a bear, then my last save would be the one that would, where I'm gonna get back to. So if we've walked into that direction, maybe we'll go walk into this direction. In search of more fir planks. There we go. Actually, let's try to look behind our cabin. We use our cabin as a guide. Let's go behind it. See what happens there. What's in our back garden? Do we have a back garden? Not as such. Also, how did we get here? Anyone know? How did we get into the woods? When did we make that decision to leave our previous life behind and live in an abandoned cabin in the woods? Fir plank, alright. This is nice. Oh, that's good. Excellent to hear, Brian. Also, good to know that the computers are behaving again. That is nice to hear. I've last week, I've reinstalled Windows on the streaming computer, on the computer that is streaming this signal now. I have a dual PC setup. Don't have a lockpick though. I have a dual PC setup here, so one computer I'm playing this game on, and another one is taking this signal in via HDMI, and that is capturing it. And that computer is also doubling up as a render node, and that computer has had issues with Windows. Windows been on there for like 2-3 years or so, and it got weirdly slow, very unexplainably slow, and I decided to refresh it. So when I log into that remotely, it just behaves weirdly. The start menu is super small, and it just, you know, gradually kind of deteriorated like Windows installations do all the time. So I reinstalled Windows, refreshed Windows, and started essentially from scratch, which wasn't that bad. There's only a couple of applications that I'm using on it, and it made the world of a difference. So it is true what they say, that Windows still, in this day and age, gets slow all the time. Even if we don't want to, even if Microsoft don't want to admit it, if we don't want to hear it, it is true. That computer is now faster than ever. Which reminds me I should do that on several other computers as well. Sounds like a fighter jet is going over my house. Didn't know we had one in the path here. This is a dotty mushroom. I'm not sure if I want to pick that up. I mean, I can, but I think I won't be able to eat this. Dotty mushroom. This lovely looking fungus can be eaten raw, but it might be poisonous. Cooking, however, and it's perfect. Cook it, however, and it's perfectly safe. So I've got a 25% of being poisoned when I eat this thing. Whereas when it's cooked, I have a 0% chance of it being poisonous. Ooh. Okay, interesting. So that's what spotty mushrooms do. Whoops. Oh, caps lock. Is this something? No. That doesn't let me run indefinitely. So to run, I have to press the W key, but to run faster, I have to also press the Shift key. Black mulberries. Oh, that's nice. What do they do? Oh, those are black mulberries. These large berries are a perfect mix of sweet and tart. You can eat them raw, but they're more nutritious when cooked. Yeah, I can see that. Maybe we'll stick to button mushrooms to fill up a bit of health here. There we go. Good stuff. Dotty mushrooms. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave them. Leave them in a foraging game? Are you nuts? Pick up everything. Soon we'll get to this point where we have to go find lockers. Lockers galore and all that. Big rock there next to us. I wonder if there's a cave inside it somewhere. Bunny rabbit, don't you go hovering. Hoof fungus. Oh, that's nice. Let's do that. What does hoof fungus do? This peculiar shaped mushroom grows on pines and can't be eaten raw. It's not much good cooked either. Ah, okay. Wonder if we can chuck items away that we don't want to use anymore. Button mushroom's always good. Bunny rabbit. Can you show us the way to the planks? Maybe I'll follow the rabbit. Who am I, Alice in Wonderland? Let's go follow the rabbit, see what happens. What is the worst that could happen? Bunny rabbit! That's our house. Okay, good stuff. We're still walking in the right direction, i.e. away from the house. Perhaps along... This looks like it could be the end of the adventure, in a way. There's usually, in every video game, there's usually something that denotes the end of the world, and it's often cleverly disguised. So I wonder if this mountain isn't actually something we can go around or go through. This might just be the outer edge of the adventure. Could be. any more wood planks. Fir planks. It is very specific. We need to have fir planks to build that crafting room to make all the other exciting things and bits and bobs. Sadly, we're still 9 fir planks short. 2 steel wires and 2 stump mosses. Well. This looks like a stump. Maybe it grows moss on it. No. Well, that was a thought. I do enjoy the music and the whole atmosphere. This is a beautiful world to look at, I must say. Another stump. No moss on it. Okay. Perhaps people have been here before us. Taken all the stump moss away. Maybe. Maybe not. Ruby beet, that could come in handy. Can we actually eat that ruby beet? Can't be eaten raw, no. Enjoy the tender red flesh of these juicy beets. You can't eat them raw, but they're nutritious when cooked. Okay, gotcha. Hoof fungus. Alrighty. Another ruby beet. And another golden chanterelle. Alright, nice. Sticks, well, not that we need them, but, you know. Spotty mushroom, I'm gonna go leave you behind. I'm gonna go pick a chicory instead. Whatever they're good for. What are chicories good for? Can't be eaten raw. Look at that now, I'm kind of full on my inventory. That's not good, is it? What else is here? There's this jacket thing here. What do we have? A Torsvit Wanderer backpack. Well, that's nice. 12 backpack slots. I bet that can be expanded over time. Outfit. We're wearing a Norey lumber outfit. Oh, description goes here. Okay. Witty description here. But it's not good against cold resistant stamina, speed, or camouflage. Gotcha. Pre-alpha release. Gotcha. Pretty prototype. It's the first person template in Unreal Engine and you've changed the background. Gotcha. No, it looks much better than that already. Golden chanterelle. But no fir planks. Wonder which direction we need to walk into to get those. Yeah, a map would really come in handy. I think we can craft one. I think in my previous game I managed to make one happen. I managed to craft one, but that'll first of all require our crafting room, and of course it'll require then to find more ingredients to then craft the actual map. But it'll happen. There's a map in here. I just don't have it yet. And sadly, the little bunny rabbit isn't actually showing me the way to the fir planks. These, I mean, I'm looking at them. I'm thinking some of these trees are actually firs. So I wonder if we had an axe, we might be able to chop them down and then just go and have as many planks as a result of that as we want. Hopefully. Wishful thinking, I know. Wishful thinking. Black mulberries. Alright. Another tree stump with no tree moss. Alright. Not my lucky day. Ruby beet. Do you know, there'll soon be the point where I'm carrying so much. Look at that, I'm already carrying so many mushrooms. I might just go and eat a couple. 3 fir planks. 9 more to go. Oh, and it's getting dark. Perhaps since we've walked such a long way, perhaps we should make our way back. Call it a day on day 2. Oh yes, this half circle that appears in the middle of the screen, that, by the way, that shows me my stamina. So the whole ring, this now kind of goes up, and that means I'm recovering from sprinting. If I go and walk, it doesn't really do anything, but if I go and sprint, then you can see that white bit in the circle go down. So I can only sprint for such a long time, and then my stamina runs out. And when that happens, I believe I can't run anymore. Oh, hey, this looks creepy. Oh, can't go in here. I thought this was, yeah, right. Thought this might be an entrance to a cave or something, but I guess that's not the case. Alright, let's head home, Alice. Among Trees is actually the second game that I've noticed that has come out as early access and controller support is not in it from the start. I don't know, if I were to make a video game, I think that is the first thing I would probably take care of, just for my own little navigational needs, because I would hate to fall into this trap of designing an interface with so many buttons and keystrokes that I'll be 4 years down the line in development, that 4 years down the line I realize, hey, I'm gonna have to rethink this approach because there's not that many buttons on controllers, and that's gonna have an impact on a console release, of course. Oh, I'm so pleased about that as well, Biscuits. It's an absolute godsend for me. I'm really, really chuffed. I'm gonna go eat the chanterelles here, so that I can pick up the stump moss. It is such a relief. I have a wonderful, wonderful doctor. And, you know, chances are I'll be fine. So the risk of that is always, what happens if I do contract COVID? What would that do for my well-being due to my compromised immune system? Is it going to be... Would it finish me off? I mean, Christina was in a similar situation. She had COVID while she had cancer and while she was on severe chemotherapy drugs, and she recovered, and I'm so super happy about that. So, you know, it's not to say that it is a total death sentence, but it could be. And just the chance of, do you really want to find out? I'm gonna say no, thanks. I don't want to find out. I'll rather take the hit in income from my day job and say, hey, that's fine. I don't really want to take that risk, you know. Not after what I've been through. It's just it would be foolish to say, hey, let's just risk it for an $11 an hour job. That is not a good idea. Not good thinking. After literally the hundreds of thousands that it costs to save my life, that job is not worth it. And as soon as it gets safe, I'm really happy that my employer does allow me to go back if and when I feel ready and things are safer again, which hopefully there will be at one point. It's just, when is that going to happen? You know? Or get permanent disability. That's another clever idea. Absolutely. Ah. Ooh, do I see fur planks here? Oh yes, I do. Oh, there's so many fur planks, and look at that. Steel wires and all that. Oh, fur planks. My prayers have been answered. Lockpick required, so we should be able to go back to this and pick up all the other goodies here. That is nice. Look at that, fur planks galore. Oh wow. We're going to be building that crafting room before we want to know. Let's see what's in here. Bolts, no space in inventory. And old rags, also no space in inventory. Okay, cool. Let's leave those. We've got all the steel wire that we need. We need a blueprint. Okay. What's that? This item is now available for crafting. Lockpick blueprint found. Alright, look at that. That is very cool. It is so dark and I'm so sleepy. I should really go back. But I need to find out where the... How do I get back to this? Okay, let's go home. Let's go home. Offload some of the stuff. Our inventory's full. This is kind of a landmark here. It looks like the tower out of Firewatch. Do you remember that? It's almost like the fallen tower out of Firewatch. Maybe we'll go and... If we just walk in a straight line, we must remember the direction we came home in. And that'll allow us to kind of get an eyeball location of how to get back here. So, big mountain. That is always challenging. Whoa, okay. Top of the big mountain. Maybe the other way. Not keen on the ravine. Hey, that rhymes! Write that down. That's awesome. Not keen on the ravine. So this is mountain and the ravine. Sticks and stones here. Oh, I can see the cabin. Is this the cabin? I think it's... I can see the cabin. So it's kind of to the back, and then facing the back's kind of northwest of that. Ah, running for too long will burn more energy. The red stamina line indicates when it is... Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So if I'm standing at the front, in front of the front door, it's kind of northeast. Awesome. Let's fall into bed. Ah, another day we've made. That is nice. I'm going to pour myself another cup of coffee. I've got some butter coffee going. Awesome opportunity to start day 3. There we go. First things first, I guess ditch some of the inventory. Offload whatever we can. I like the steel pipe and these things. So I'm gonna keep this one here, the what's it called, the wood moss, because I think I need more of that. That we don't need. The steel wires I'm gonna drop as well. I do know that they're there in case I do need them. And I'm gonna keep my fir planks. I'll drop the sticks here. Whoops. That can come with me as well. Just so that I'm gonna... Just so that I know what I still need to get. So right now it looks like one more stump moss that we need. Steel wires we have, but fir plank we need 5 more. 5 more. Save my progress and go head back into the woods. So many more fir planks needed. I have a feeling once we make our own axe, we just go chop down trees. That's my fantasy, you know. See if we can go back to this place in the daylight now. See if I can remember how to get there. So literally stand here, northwest. Off we go. Oh, actually, food. Eat some of the mushrooms here for breakfast. Gotcha. Eventually we'll be able to cook ourselves a full English, I hope. Sausages, black pudding, bacon, that sort of thing. Maybe. Sticks, yeah, why not? And our point of orientation really was that Firewatch tower, or the one that I like to call the tower from Firewatch. Yeah, food, definitely. Let's get some more. What a little bird here, very nice. Beautiful environment. And has that stylized touch as well. Ah, a river. I don't recall us crossing a river last time. What are you having for dinner, biscuits? I've opened another one of those wonderful bags of super salty Dutch licorice the other day, and that made me think of you. They're not easy to come by here in the US, but thankfully I found a supplier, Gustav's they're called. They claim they import these things from the Netherlands, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I ever heard of that brand. So Venco is very difficult to come by here. You can get them, but usually only as a pack of 12, and I'm thinking, well, a pack of 12 is a bit much. Whoa. What have we got here? Bees. Bye, biscuit. See you soon. Sandwich. Okay, no worries. Enjoy the sandwich. And thank you so much for your super chat donation. And thanks for dropping by. Do you think we can just go grab that? Surely not. They're just gonna go sting me. That's not good. Ow. How chiroo. Stay away from the bees. But okay, there's bees. Interesting. Kind of have a feeling we're walking in the wrong direction. Because I don't recall that river. But ooh, okay. Finding out other things, also very exciting. Other things like openings in the rock formation here. That looks like a cave. Maybe there's planks in there. Let's check it out. Well, this isn't spooky or anything, is it? Ugh. I'm kind of stuck here in the water, whatnot. What is this? Is there anything I can pick up? No. Doesn't look like it. That, on the other hand, beckons me to pick it up. What is it? A blueprint? Alright. Pickaxe blueprint. This item is now available for crafting. Alright. If only we had a crafting room in which to craft such things, eh? So this is how we got in. We can try to go further into the cave. Can we? No, we can't. It does not look like we can jump on top of it. Can we? And down into here? No. It looks like that is not where we're supposed to go. Okay, no worries. Hey, there's a nice feature, by the way. I appreciate this. I wish more manufacturers would implement that. This is called I'm stuck, respawn where you were 20 seconds ago. So if ever we are stuck, we can just go to that point. That's really nice. So especially in early versions of a game, getting stuck in levels is that just happens all the time. So it's, you know, it even happens in release games. But sometimes it's just nice to be able to go back rather than having to reload your save game, which is always it's annoying when that happens. Oh, I best have some mushrooms. There, that makes me feel better. I wonder, does it also make me feel sleepy? I'm just thinking, I think it makes me feel sleepy when I eat. I think it makes me feel sleepy. Let's test the theory. No, it doesn't. No, totally doesn't. Good to know. That is a good idea, isn't it? I don't know how they do it, but it's probably akin to an undo stack. And I have never had to use it, but then I've only played this game for maybe a couple of hours or so. But I thought that would be really nice in other games as well, because when you're stuck, I mean, how many times have I lost progress in games just because there was a technical issue, and you think, yeah, that could have easily been avoided with a function like that. Don't think I've ever seen this implemented, so congrats to the team. I believe Fjord Interactive is the company that make this. I also appreciate the honesty, I must say, about calling this a pre-alpha release. It looks much better than that. But a pre-alpha release suggests it's not even beta worthy, and you know, I think other companies would have probably easily called this a beta version. But pre-alpha really suggests, hey, barely anything is working. Which, you know, I don't think is quite the case here. Except for distribution of fur planks, maybe. What we got here then? Dogbane stems. What are they? While we're in the neighborhood. The tough fibrous outer skins of these stems can be used to craft rope and other important items. Now that is exciting. I have a feeling we're going to need rope later. Why wouldn't we need rope? Not quite what we came here for, but hey, be rude to leave it behind. Yes, but no fur planks. Dang, brother, that's cold. We'll move forward into this direction and maybe we'll find wood planks. We'll have a chance to visit that towery thing tomorrow. Take another stab at it. So I'm really looking forward to the map. I mean, I'm notoriously bad with any orientation, real life or 3D worlds. I'm actually slightly better at finding my way around 3D worlds than I am in reality. Man, you should have seen the look on my face, on the faces of my friends when I tried to take them around the center of London. It really didn't work out so well. Especially with London, the problem is the tube map suggests things are much further apart than they really are. So, especially in the center of London, you have so many close by tube stations that if you go by the tube map, you could literally easily change from one into two more lines and literally spend half an hour waiting for trains in something that you could accomplish in 2 minutes worth of walking. But the tube map makes you think, yeah, no, I have to change from the Northern line into the Piccadilly line and then go to Piccadilly Circus, change to the Victoria line, go one stop and then I'm at Oxford Circus. You go, yeah, but it really is only 2 minutes worth of a walk there. If only I knew where. If only I knew where. And that was, I must say, this is in the times. Stump moss! Alright, second stump moss. I must say this is in the times before I had a mobile phone with a working GPS thing and maps thing. Do you remember those days? When we had to navigate without these aids. Like, can you imagine how lost I was? Seriously lost. Cabin is this way. Maybe since we're half sleepy, I might just head back home. I mean, we've got the stump moss that we came here for. That's exciting. Maybe on the way back we'll find more fir planks. That would be nice. Oh, yellow ash leaves. I'm excited about these rope ingredients that we found here. That is very nice. I don't think I've made rope yet in my other game that I've started playing. I don't think I've made rope yet. Lots of mushrooms. I like it. I really like it. Golden chanterelle. Does sound amazing. I think so too. They're as lost as I am. They're just as lost as I am, Brian. Also, do refresh YouTube every once in a while. Sometimes when YouTube doesn't receive enough data, it kind of waits for the packages and then it just increases the gap between what I'm sending and what it is showing. So I think that is the reason why we sometimes drift apart. So what I'm sending is like a minute behind what you're receiving, which wasn't like that when the feed started. So hit that refresh button every so often. Maybe that'll catch up the stream. Oh, golden chanterelle now. Come on, fur planks. Where are you hiding? We haven't, thankfully, met the bear yet. I read a lot about the bear. I met him once. He killed me instantly. I don't really know how to behave around a bear. Look at this. Oh, beautiful screenshot. That can actually be done. You can frame up the camera, press F3, and then take a screenshot without the UI. That is nice. I might post some later in the game chat. If we find anything exciting and you see something you'd like me to take a screenshot of, let me know. I can totally make that happen. Button mushroom. Do you know, and also this is now via Restream. I thought maybe Restream have a Miami ingest server. I had kind of hoped that it would allow me to deliver slightly higher data rate rather than going to YouTube's ingest service immediately. It's not the case. So it sounds to me as if everyone's got problems coming out of Florida, uploading out of Florida. Even my friend Nate from Canada, West Coast Canada, he has issues streaming right now, so maybe there's just more kaput than anyone admits. Oh, I cancelled my Google Stadia subscription, by the way. I had it. They accidentally rebuilt me. I had a 2-month free trial with them, and they accidentally charged me, which was very nice actually. They charged me and then they gave me a $10 off voucher for a game I can buy, which is nice. But with a wonky internet connection, that really speaks against cloud gaming. I mean, Stadia is amazing when it works, when my internet connection works. It's unbelievable that you don't feel any latency. Crouch in tall grass to stay hidden from dangerous animals. Why would I be getting that tip now? Is there a dangerous animal behind? In front? Nearby? And what is that little eye icon at the top of the screen? I'm a little more creeped out than I was a minute ago. Is there a bear nearby? Can't see anyone. Oh, there's that tower we've been talking about. I can see it from here. Make a run for it or head back home? I can't decide. Creepy music's kicked in, so I mean that means... Oh, there we go. Break that open with an axe, I guess. Axe that we do not have. That's the bear! Oh my god, do you see him? Let's go crouch down, hide behind a tree. Oh my god, that explains the creepy music. Oh my god, has he seen us? I mean, the good thing is, I bet him being around means there's something interesting to look at. I mean, otherwise I guess he wouldn't be around. Oh my god, he's coming closer. I'm gonna be total chicken. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna head out of here. I've been killed by a bear once. It literally, he just looks at you and you're dead. And that was on the easy game. And then of course you have to go back to your previous save, which, you know, the 20-second rule doesn't apply there, I'm afraid. That would have been nice. Bear, we've met our first bear. Bear encounter. And also it looks like maybe he's coming out at night. It could well be that when we try to reach that same spot in the daylight, maybe he's not around. I don't know. Ooh. It's getting dark. It's getting cold. So right now I have to cross a river. The river is good to know. So maybe I should have crossed the river last time. I just don't recall having to cross a river last time. This is also a nice screenshot. Let me just go grab that. That's nice. Oh, mushrooms and what is this? Driftwood. Ah, be rude not to take it. Spotty mushroom, yeah, let's leave that growing by the water there, that's okay. That is also driftwood, kind of stuck in the geometry there. Can we make it home? I'm so sleepy. I'm also a little bit hungry. I mean, I could just have a snack. There's the cabin. There's the cabin. Oh, and this must be actually a different... This must be different, so this is literally come out of the cabin and keep running, essentially. Ooh, cabin! Oh, maybe we should take a picture of our cabin. In the middle of the night, let's do that. Our cabin in the woods, there we go. Sleepy, yes I know, I'm taking care of it. Instantly run and fall into the bed. Ah, another day done. This is nice. Sleepy. After day 4. Storage box, what have you. So this we can probably leave behind as well. We know we have it. Oh yes, I see. So we can only stack 10 items and then this is full. So the mulberries here, if I were to put them in here, they will just clock things up. I'm going to keep hold of these and these. Those here, what are they? Oh, those are the rope making ingredients. What is this? That is that. That is, what is that? Oh, show items. I have to click the middle mouse button to see what that is. That's probably better off being replaced with something where you hover and then this thing comes up automatically. I don't think I'd use another button for that. This can be eaten as well. That is, do we have that? No, we don't. Driftwood. Oh yeah, that was driftwood. And then these things. These can only stack 8. Interesting. Those are also, there we go, that's they can stack more than 10. So different items have different rules. That's interesting. I'll put the chanterelles in here. We know we have the wires, we know we have the tree moss. So all we need now is, what is it? 5 more fir planks. Oh, we're really hungry. Come on, let's go eat this. Let's go eat this. Oh yes. Oh, raw mushrooms for breakfast. Crafting room. Got the steel wire, got the stump moss. Need 5 more fir planks. See if we can find it. Did we save now? Always remember to save. Very important. It's daylight again. So let's at least get that crafting room sorted here. So we literally just headed out and kept walking, crossed the river, walked by the river, and then there was that towery thing, probably another tower type thing. Yeah, there was also the bear. Do you know the hovering little critters here? The funny thing is the game just received an update and it said we fixed some of the hovering animals. I have never noticed them before, but ever since the update I now see more hovering animals than before. Make of it what you will. Here's the river. Let's see if we can cross it and see if we can... Any indications of this towery thing there? Hopefully without the bear this time. I remember running frantically. I do remember that. And then the bear was kind of sniffing around this clearing. And there was this tower. Man, I really need that map, don't I? More mulberries, more open fields. But no wooden planks. I bet people who know this game would go, well, just walk out of the house, turn left, and there's like 50 of them. This isn't wooden plank material, is it? No. No, it's not. It's quite pretty wafting things here. It's kind of interesting to think that all these, every single object here is probably a blueprint. And that is why they have the mechanics attached to it, why they waft around and move around. From what I understand. And then things like replicators are used to distribute them around the world. It's amazing things people have done, products that you can buy that let you design a landscape like that, literally just by painting down a few different shaders, and then the shader spawns all these elements in as much density as you want. To the point where this can happen automatically. So I've seen a product in which you can literally just have a... Oh, there you go. Bees again. I wish I remembered where any of the wood stuffs was in relation to the bees. I don't think I do. Hello, woodpecker. Yeah, I've seen a product on the Unreal Marketplace that lets you literally just import a height map, turn that into a landscape, and then with very few paint strokes, say this is grass, then I'll dot a few other things around where I'd like the tree density to be a bit higher, and then once that's done, I'll go and literally create a spline curve through the area, which will then become a road. And not only does it look like a road, it also flattens things where you paint it, and it just, you know, paints a road shader. And literally within 5 minutes you have a fully populated nature landscape with a road in there. And because the road was then created via splines, you can just change the spline points and change the flow of the road. And the shader takes care of populating the tree. So if there's a tree sticking out of the road, you just click a button and say, well, now that there's a road here, that tree will not be populated on the road. Oh my god. I wouldn't be getting this signal if there wasn't danger nearby. Ugh. Even though I can't see it, I can feel it. Where is it? Creepy music is already here. Oh, so this could be another place of interest. Oh, that's that towery thing sticking out. I wonder if the bear's always roaming around here. Best stay hidden. Oh, it's raining now? That's nice. Oh, there he is. Can you see him? I believe that's him here. Oh my god, that's totally him. Don't tell me this is the only place we can get frickin' planks from. That would be terrible. Need an axe to break that. Oh. Bear encounter. Let's go take a picture here. I mean, he is definitely nosing around something here. Oh my god, no. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Oh my god, no. Ah, ow. Oh my god, he's there. No, run away. Oh my god. Bear did not like us. Any fur planks? Dude, screw the fur planks, man. Get out of here. Make sure you survive. Oh, also bleeding. I didn't quite realize that bleeding, you're not just hurt. I'm actually physically bleeding. That's not good. Oh, let's go eat some of the mushrooms. Will that restore my health? No, it doesn't. Where are the chanterelles when you need them? Now, this is too big a risk to take. Man, let's hike it out of here and go home. I didn't bring the chanterelle mushrooms. They would have restored health. Oh great, it's raining. There's no fur planks. Bears after us. We have nothing to heal ourselves with. I seem to have lost where I need to go. Oh, there! Ah, man. Have to go past the bear again? Okay, we're gonna take the long road. But how terrible, indeed, that we're losing health. So it's not just that we're injured, we are losing health. And the button mushroom isn't restoring it. That is bad, man. That is seriously bad. So we do need a chanterelle, otherwise we're going to totally die. Or we need to take a chance with one of those spotty mushrooms. Yeah, well, that is uncool. Perhaps I should also stop running, because that might retain my health a little bit. Oh, don't let me die in the forest. Does it actually make a difference if I run or not? I think it makes to losing my health. I don't think it makes a difference. I'll lose it no matter what. Well, I don't think we're gonna make it home, you know. Oh man, we're back in bear territory. Might as well walk through it here. See if we have any chance of discovering exciting items. Yo, bear! Oh my god. At least it's gonna be good for one more screenshot. Ha! Man, what a shame. We didn't make it. A load from last save, of course, that is, you know, that's like 20 minutes ago. And it also doesn't work, so that's oh, game crashed. That's a shame. Among trees is not responding. Well, that's a shame. First it kills you, and then you can't even load your last save. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? We call it early access for a reason. Well, what a pity. I guess this is a good time to say goodbye and, you know, maybe come back to this tomorrow, or also alternatively not. You know, oh, there we go. Looks like patience is a virtue. We have come back and, you know, we're alive again. Sadly, without anything that we've collected, but that wasn't anything to be overly proud of anyway, so all good. All good. I'm glad I saved before I left. Well, maybe I have one more go at finding these godforsaken planks here. Maybe leaving my house, I'm gonna go to the right and see what's behind this part of my neighborhood that I haven't even explored yet. Who knows? I mean, maybe I'll find dozens of fur planks. I don't know. Maybe not. I can see this working really well, especially if there's a bit of a story attached, which right now I don't really see. But that could also be either because it's not in there yet, or because they don't want to give it away. I've seen in other early access games that developers sometimes say, well, we have a story, and this is what we'd like the player to play eventually. So there's background to it, but we don't want to give this away just yet, because it means when we do that, people would know too much of the mythology, and we don't really want that to happen yet. We want them to have a look at the world and the gaming mechanics, but to wrap it into an interesting story, we kind of implement that later. Wouldn't that be nice? IKEA, Brian. That'd be great. We don't need a crafting room, we just buy everything from IKEA. That'd be really good. I do like that they let you find the first few planks quite easily, so that you can restore the whole cabin. But now it's more like, you know, how many hours do I have to walk around to accidentally happen upon the thing that actually gets me further in the game? So that's good feedback for the developers, I guess, when you think, hey, I've been playing for a couple of hours. I mean, in my other game, I have found planks, forgot where, of course. Oh, there we go. More stump moss. Stump moss, where have you hidden the planks? And there's rain, that's nice. Environmental effects, I do appreciate them, very good. More stump moss, okay. If only I needed that much. What do we got here then? Wood plank? Oh no. Mushrooms that don't restore your health. Great. So I wonder then, if we had the chanterelle mushrooms a minute ago, and they would have restored our health, they wouldn't have completely healed us, I don't think, would they? They may have just... I don't think they would have stopped the bleeding. I'm just thinking out loud here. Chanterelles, yes, we were talking about you. Because they do restore some health, but I don't know if they'd ever get you to a point where you stop bleeding, so I have a feeling you may need something else for that to happen. But then hey, I don't really know. I don't really know how this game works. Do you know, yes, that might be possible. A band-aid. I think, do you vaguely remember something like that in the crafting room that I already have. There is something that lets me use old rags to craft a band-aid. I think that might be necessary to then stop the bleeding. Yes, old rags. Do you know, I'd appreciate a sign somewhere. Fur planks this way. Or anything that gives us a little bit of a clue rather than roaming around aimlessly, which I don't think is ever a good idea. The total aimlessness is hardly ever going to get us to where we need to be. I'll take the long way around. Actually, I tried that before, didn't I? It totally killed me. Button mushroom. Yeah, just go regain my stamina a little bit here. And free up inventory. Yeah, old rags. Put it in that wound and just hope it doesn't get infected. Hope you get rescued sooner than that infection can turn into sepsis. Sepsis turns into death. Yes, I totally agree, Brian. Hey, at least we don't need to find copper this time around, hey? Copper ore. What an adventure. And has Subnautica refused to spawn it? Yes, good times. Good times. So what's the overall picture quality like then? I mean, is it you said it's kind of buffering badly, but is it kind of usable, Brian, would you say? Or is this something like a lost quality effort here? Judging by the viewing figures, it might well be. It's also Wednesday, so that might also have something to do with that. I'll try and watch this stream back in parts just to get an impression of what the quality is like. In my tests, I did a few tests over the last couple of days and it was a little bit better. I could stream with higher bandwidth, but of course not today when you're going live for real. Isn't that always the case, eh? Wooden planks! Where are you? Yeah, that looks just like a crevice here, and that. I was thinking I'm going to be clever and surround, kind of round out this little rock formation in the middle here, in hopes of finding something of interest. Sadly, it did not work out that way. Right, yes, good point. Yeah, so a high motion game, yes, I totally agree, Brian. Yes, there's also this thing about YouTube that sadly you won't be able to see what I'm actually sending. You always see this hastily transcoded worse resolution or worse quality feed that what I'm actually sending out. So even with 2 meg you can produce a fairly decent signal, but by the time YouTube is done transcoding it, you think, oh, that's pretty bad. Yeah, I did some tests when my bandwidth was just about okay, that even 1080p feeds look better if I upscale them on the output and stream at 1440p. And that looked really, really good. So that makes the 1080 feed look really good. I've heard that from people who upload things to YouTube as well, that sometimes they just go and export their, even if it's shot in 1080, they export their program in 4K and then just upload the 4K version just so that the 1080 version looks a lot better. I suppose that's the way YouTube allocates bandwidth there. Oh, hello. Broken tower. Oh, not the bear again. Man, I've had so enough of the freaking bear already. I suppose user feedback suggests the inclusion of the Zen mode, in which the bear is actually either not there or harmless. Might be that I'm not the only one who's annoyed by Mr. Bear here. Man, I need wood planks and move the game forward. I do not want to spend 7 hours roaming around getting killed all the time for literally no reason. So yeah, game mechanics pre-alpha. Where are the planks? Oh, that is a good idea. Bear and honey. You see, I never made that connection, Brian. Very good point. Shame I had no way to get the honey. I did try, but the bees just had it in for me. You know, I can understand why. Well, thankfully I have a game in which I've already crafted the map, and the thingy room is open, in which my aimless wandering has actually resulted in... Oh, hello. What's this? Oh no, that was nothing. In which my aimless wandering has actually resulted in me finding the correct bits and pieces. So we can always try and load that in tomorrow and see where that takes us. It is also the one that contains the bear, so I didn't use Zen mode there. Unlike on my raft game, in which I did deliberately pick peaceful mode. I tried both modes, and peaceful is where that shark, Bruce I believe is his name, he does not attack you, because it is also killer annoying. It's literally just makes this whole game non-enjoyable. So this bear thing, I'm hoping that the bear is just avoidable here. So in Raft, it's actually a really nice game mechanic to just say, look, shark, I'm good here. Ah, Shantara mushrooms. Do we need to... No, I'm just going to go eat a couple of button mushrooms before I go to bed. There. That's that. Still 5 fur planks short of the crafting room. I'm gonna head to bed here. Wait until nighttime. Oh, I can't. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Let's go save it anyway. What are we gonna do until nighttime? We could try one more time to go into whichever direction, maybe to the left. See, maybe there's a huge pile of planks literally to the left of our cabin. Maybe. This is actually the right, isn't it? No, I went out to the left. Yeah. I do sometimes mix up left and right. What does that say about me? Is that a condition of some kind? I think there is a scale of autism in me, certainly. Not autism, what's the other thing? Not astigmatism either. The thing where you don't remember things and where you grasp things without being able to actually articulate them. Is that a condition? Is that a thing? It is now. It's called J disease. That's it. So driftwood. Show up driftwood, not driftwood, the other thing. Planks. Yes, I guess not. I guess not today. The plank gods are not with us today. Jaitism, that's the one. I like it. I'm gonna head back home here. Jaitism, I like it. I love it. Dr. Brian Kramer has discovered a new disease called Jaitism. First diagnosed in 2020 during the COVID crisis. I have to tell you, I must practice more speaking German. It's one of those things that really is leaving my brain. It's just I don't use it often enough, and it is a struggle for me to do that. And I keep scrambling for words and all. It's yeah, it's one of those things. Maybe it fits right into Jaitism. I suppose it's like with many of these things. If you don't practice it, your brain just tends to forget. Come on, it's night. We're going to bed. We're going to bed. And then we're going to save the game. And then we're going to call it a day, actually. I mean, it's been nice. It was really nice looking at it. But, you know, 5 days and we really haven't found anything that brings the game forward. That's kind of, you know, gets into this realm where I can imagine this happening to the average player. And they just put the game aside and say, yeah, thanks, I'm gonna, you know, it's just not really holding my attention. And it's true. I mean, you know, that is... On one hand, the thing is you can literally go and spend a lot of time in the game and just explore, which I suppose this is made for. But I'm doing this for the second time and I'm already thinking, yeah, you know, it's one of those things. I wonder when the thing is going to pick up a little bit of tension here. My friends, thank you so much for dropping by and watching. I'm sorry it was such a low quality stream. That was not my intention, but it is all wholeheartedly down to my internet provider. So I'm going to try this again tomorrow, perhaps with my other game, in which I'm already a little bit further, in which I already made the crafting room and already have an axe and already have a map, and then we can, you know, have a little bit of a look where the game is actually going, because I haven't explored much of the map. So it'd be nice to do this tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with y'all. So yes, that was it. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for staying with me, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.